Welcome guys. Now we have a question that we need to print 3 ones, 3 twos and 3 threes. So in the first row we have to print 3 1, and the second row we need to print 2 twos and 3 threes in the third row respectively. Okay, now so as we know, this is our 0th row, this is our first row, and this is our third row, and this is our first column, 0th column, okay, 1 column and 2th column. Okay. What we can do is we could have we used to initialize I equal to 0, right? We used to initialize from 0, but now according to the question we will initialize I equals to 1. Yes, and let us see the magic. Playing with numbers is really fun. The syntax runs very simple as okay. Now we are going to deal with 1. We can either use less than 4 or less than equal to 3. That means I value 1 is exceed after 3. Now for the second for loop, z is equals to 1 less than equal to 3, z plus plus. Now it will, now what we got is I will run, this will give us row, that means I equal to 1, I is less than equal to 3. That means this for loop is going to run for 3 times. See the condition, this time I is not less than 3 but I is less than equal to 3. It means when the value for I is 3, again 3 is less than equal to 3, the condition becomes true and it will execute 3 times. Or we could have used this one. See, I is less than 4, I equal to 1, I is less than 4, I plus plus is equal to I less than equal to 3, because 3 is less than 4, which is the last limit, and again less than equal to 3 is again the same. When I values 3, it will run for I itself. So why we have changed our initialization, we will understand it very well. First let us do what we are asked to. See, we have to print, okay, I will tell you. See guys, we need to print 1 in the first row, 2 in the second row and 3 in the third row. Now our first row name is 1 because our initialization this time is from 1. So this is our second row, third row, 1 column, column number 2, column number 3. Now if we visualize, what we actually need to print is nothing but the value of I. See, when the value of I is 1, the loop will run 3 times. The inner for loop will run 3 times. This means I value will be constant for one complete 3 evaluation of this for loop. That means we do not have to print anything extra, we just simply need to print the value of I. That means modulus d and a space I value. Now let us check what answer we get. See, we made a mistake. What mistake we made is we did not print a new line. We did not print a new line. Okay, now again compile and then control F9. See, we got our accurate answer. 1 1 1 in the second row, 2 2 2 and 3 3 3 in the third row. So what we did here is we used our syntax as it was till here, but this time we were supposed to print 1 in the first row. That's why we did not initialize I equal to 0. If we would do, then here we would get the value 0 0 0 1 1 1 2 2 2. See, when I value is 1, it will check the condition 1 is less than equal to 3, correct? So it will enter to the curly braces this portion. Now again it encounters a for loop. as the value is I, value for I is 1, it will be in the throughout evaluation of this for loop, I value will be 1 unless it executes from unless it comes out of this inner for loop. Okay, now we know I value is 1, so J will check J equals to 1, J is less than equal to 3, which is correct. I is less than equal to 3, so printf. Now we all know if you need to print an integer, modulus D is used, and C, a space gap is used. Do not forget this. And in place of modulus D, we are interested in printing the value of I. And what is the value of I? I value was 1. For this throughout running for loop, I value will be 1. Now as it print I value to be 1, there is a space. Okay, now the work is done for J equals to 1, J plus plus. Now J value is 2, so 2 is again less than equal to 3, correct. Again I value is printed. I value is fixed for now unless we come out of this for loop. So I value is again 1 with a space. Now when J value is 3 and 3 is again less than equal to 3, again a 1 and a space will be given. Now when J plus plus becomes 4, that means J value is 4 and 4 is less than equal to 3, which is false. So this for loop is terminated and the cursor passes to the printf \n. It means now it will provide us with a new line. Now our cursor is here. So after this printf \, we have nothing to do in the for loop. So I value will be increased to 2. So again 2 is less than equal to 3, correct. Then the similar process will run, checking condition, but this time I value is 2, right. As we worked for 1, similarly it will run for 2 because now I value was 2. Throughout the for loop it will now be 2 unless our inner for loop is evaluated properly. And after the 2 value is done, it will give us a new line. So new line, this will give us a new line. Then again I plus plus, that is 3. Now 3 is less than equal to 3. Again the same process will run as it ran for 1. So 3 space 3 and a new line. So this is how we are going to get our output. Alt F9, Control F9. Okay, now see you in the next video with more good questions.